My client came in with a dark base color and requested for my brunette makeover. She definitely kept pointing to all the photos that had more of a golden undertone, which this is the end result. I used my DB color signature techniques that I showcase at all my master classes. Here's the formula above. Used my zone toning technique. I love it. It looks amazing on her skin tone, super natural, and she does not have to be blonde to feel a...
She's trained not to have anything in her hair when she comes to see me. That's why she's looking a little crazy. You tell me what you want.
I want same length, same cut, maybe more hairs that like shape my face. And then I want to go warmer.
Okay.
But not red warm.
Yeah.
Blonde warm.
Like goldeny.
Yes.
Yeah. You naturally kind of have faded too.
I was gonna say that. I was like, oh, it might be like
which is kind of the... See, but here's what I'm thinking, honestly. Look down for me. If you didn't want to add a lot of highlights, if you just wanted to do like an accent highlight just around here where your face is brighter and let this be all blendy and low lights, I think you'd be happy and it would save you money and it would save you time.
Like, what do you mean? Like, what shade is the highlight?
Whatever we tone it to.
Okay.
I have control over that. We'll lift it and we can tone it however we want to. So in the front here, I can give you little baby highlights and little like brightness around your face, and then I'll do brightness in the nape of your neck so that when your hair pulls forward, because that to me, this is part of your face frame. You know what I mean?
That is true.
It's shown. So this I'll add some foils into, and this I'll add some foils into. But all up here, all this is making you is high maintenance. I feel like if we low light this and just break this up, you'll have a very lived in natural blonde going on back here with a lot of brightness and like intensity around your face, without having to full highlight, full low light your whole head. Almost like a balayage kind of a vibe. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yes, because I know the bangs are important.
Yeah.
If we're doing highlights, do you think I should keep middle with like what we're doing, or do you think a bang?
Well, do you like to have this kind of a shape around your face? Or do you like...
Which one do you think would make my cheekbones more? Probably the middle
I think
part.
Split down the middle suits you best.
Too.
This, I think, cuts you off, and it makes this part of your face feel heavier than it actually is, because you don't have that big of a forehead.
I don't.
I feel like if you split this, it gives you the proportion where this feels like it matches this more, because you get some height here because of your curl.
I thought so too.
It's like, even if I pull it with my hands, if I cut it like that, you'll have that, and it'll give you the same feeling that you felt with your forward bangs. And you could even sometimes, if you wanted to, style them that way.
Right.
But they'll be intended to be
out.
pushed aside, and then everything will just be super connecty.
Yeah, because right now, because they were cut as straight bangs, they're not connected.
Yeah, they're like
to my,
they're
like,
disconnected. Yeah. Which is not like your vibe. Some people love that, but like that's really not your vibe.
I don't like
because
that.
you like to have a good amount of pieces coming down.
Yeah.
Okay. Beautiful. We're gonna do your lowlights to match your natural as close as possible. Underneath to brighten up your ponytail, around the hairline so that you feel brighter on your face, but keeping this low maintenance.
Okay.
I think that's the best
You
move
think
for
it'll
you for
show
your lifestyle.
enough, but it will show like difference.
Yes, you will feel different.
Okay.
You will for sure feel different, because right now you're solid blonde with with a heavy root. You'll have a blended root, a bright money piece, blended dimensional blonde.
Okay.
You're gonna be like a whole, people will look at you and say, that's a girl with highlights. They won't look at you and say, that's a blonde.
Okay. I
feel like you're trying to move away from being, that's a blonde.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. Cool. And then with your hair length, we want to maintain. Layers, we want to layer you up like usual. We'll cut your bangs to be curtainy.
And then face frame.
And then face frame. Okay, cool. Are we good? We'll talk about toners as we get there. Beautiful. Okay. Slay.
Cool.
Speak up when I hop about the car, I promise I'm gonna speak up when I hop about the cut, I promise I'm gonna speak up when I hop about the cut, I promise I'm gonna make a scene. Got lights, cameras, action, but I
Have you ever wondered what the stupidest thing you could possibly do prior to giving birth is? Because my client definitely found that out today. She walked into the salon like 700 weeks pregnant, and I was looking at her like, are you really about to go blonde just as you're about to give birth to your 700-year-old baby? Like, honestly, what the fuck? But you know what? Since she looked kind of vulnerable, I was like, you know what, girlie? Let's get you a full blonde session going, and I'm gonna charge you like $6,750 for it. And you know what? She actually paid it. I was like, what the hell? So I went in and I did a full fry technique. I also washed her hair because it was literally so disgusting and filled with silicone. Disgusting. Anyway, also used K18. I used my foil board. I foiled the absolute shit out of this hair, and I was stressing because I didn't realize how much hair she had. Almost got to the point where I was like, bitch, I'm just gonna take this foil and just throw bleach at it at this point because it was like taking forever. I did still do a soft shadow root just because I'm not an asshole. Like, I'm not gonna make her be super high maintenance with regrowth. Like, she's never gonna be able to come in again because like she's gonna have a baby on her arms, and I'm like, I don't want to have to charge you a childcare fee, so let's make this low maintenance, girly. Also, her reaction to me telling her hair is fried literally slayed my life. Look at it. Fatty queen. Yeah, so the end result she was pretty miserable about. Also same, like, it looks like shit, so honestly I don't blame her for hating it. Anyway, this is a joke, so if you can't take a joke, you can kindly piss off my page. Okay, bye! Also, don't forget to save this as your blonde inspo. Love you, bye.
So, this is your first haircut ever?
But you've never had a haircut in your life?
Besides my sister,
Oh my
besides that. So, what your sister was telling me, you want it probably taken down to here. Higher. Yeah? Is that what your waist is?
It was just so long to manage.
Well, how about I cut to about here, see where we go from there, and then if anything, we can always go a little bit shorter. And then obviously you got some layering around the foot. Layered haircut, long layers. Okay. So if we're going to be cutting to here, your first layer will most likely be sitting around here. Is that good? Because in that way, if you tie your hair up, you can make that obviously want to all of this out of your face.
You can see.
What's most important to you in terms of length or cut? Because when we do cut
You happy?
Sound way too full of myself. You're right, and I ain't even made it to dessert. Take what you thought that gay. I'm ice your wrist like a player. Got Miami LA.
Big Daddy transformation. It's been about 6 months since my new clients got her color done. So we are going bright. We are going gold. Let's get into it. I just did your classic full highlight, you guys. Just beautiful, clean weaves, about a 1/4 inch dropout. Once the foils were lifted to a high 10, I brushed them all out to pull through the ends. I root shaded with 9N, 9P to give her kind of like an iridescent, beautiful base. Glossed her with 10P, 10BG Coldwell colorants, and there you go.
Because it's iconic, and I love to do iconic shit.
So I did Margot Robbie's hair recently. This is her. As you can see, she has really, really, really grown out roots. She has a gorgeous natural base color. I will say that. The ends are a little bit on the warm side. They need a little bit of a refresh. And our overall goal is just a gorgeous natural blended super effing blonde. So I'm packing those baby lights in tight, baby. Look at that saturation. That foil pull is delightful. We did a little bit of balayage at the bowl with a tiny little root melt just to keep it nice and natural. I'm not gonna lie, the lighting over here is looking a little bit warm. I'm not loving how warm this lighting is. It was actually a lot blonder in real life, so you're just gonna have to trust me. At least you can see how shiny it is and that I didn't fry it all off. I only fry like 50% of my clients' hair. So anyway, yeah, it was super cool working with such a gorgeous and angelic celebrity. I'm just kidding. It wasn't her, but she looks like her.
So, you want me to get my clips off? Oh, yeah, please.
There you go, it's all dirty.
Oh my god, mais tes petites clips sont sorties.
Ouais.
Wow, j'adore ça. Crime, ça l'a bien slide off, là, de la coloration.
Ouais, vraiment.
Parfait. Fait que là, c'est quoi le plan match?
Ben, je veux genre ça, mais genre
Ça?
it's like genre a little bit lighter, genre mini pearl, genre pip tone, or whatever the heck you can do with the color.
Ok, parfait.
Mais
tu
j'aime
veux-
vraiment cette couleur-là, pour vrai. Je pense
Ok.
que le monter, ça serait beau, là.
Le petit golden-ish, ça t'aimes vraiment ça, ouais. D'accord. Fait que t'as un petit niveau 8, mais tu te remontes ça
Ouais.
plus proche de la racine, mais tu veux quand même une bonne effet repousse.
Ouais.
Ok, puis encore un petit effet naturel.
Ouais.
Puis more at the front, les petites money pieces. Ok. C'est bon, on t'est coupé dessus aussi?
Juste les pointes.
Juste les pointes.
Parce qu'ils sont un petit peu maganés.
Ouais.
Ouais, j'avais ça les gars. Juste les pointes un petit peu.
On va sentir encore une belle longueur là.
Ouais, c'est ça.
Ok, c'est bon.
Ok.
Anyone else hate removing tape from extensions? You need this life hack. Put talc on the tape and peel. So much quicker and easier.
Going to do our normal add-in extensions, but color-wise, because we're actually seeing a lot more growth here as of lately, which is great, and it means it's maintaining itself. We don't want to go backwards, we want to keep progressing forwards. So if we want to still feel light around the face, we can continue with doing a face frame, but this is already as light as it needs to be. So we'll just touch up on the regrowth there because it's just the tiniest bit of growth. Back here, we're still light and quite high, and I'm not, like, your natural color look dark for me. Your natural color is still quite light anyway.
I'm light with it.
Yeah. So you've got your darkest point there, which is only really about that much regrowth.
Yeah.
This bit here is going to be your transition color. So it will be a little bit lighter than what your regrowth is, but obviously not as light as what the ends are going to be.
Yeah.
And then last time we added in 2 colors of extensions.
Yeah.
Do you want to keep doing that?
Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
And then did you like the cut that we did last time?
I think I want to go back to all the same length around and then just like layer
Frame
the
the
front.
face?
Frame the front.
Yeah.
I loved that. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Easy to manage.
Okay, so I'm just touching on the roots of that face frame because we don't want to damage the ends. Right next to it, there was a brown patch, so I had to bring that down a little bit further. Obviously missed the toning part because I am useless when it comes to filming the steps. Who else is like this? Like, I miss about 20 steps in between. That's what got us to this point. But anyway, now I'm sticking in the extensions. There's 6 packets of 25-inch extensions here. James is super annoying when I'm filming. He likes to be involved in everything. So we let him go for a minute and then it's time to get him out of the way. And now I'm going in and we're giving her her face framing layers, which she only wanted minimal. Remember in the consultation today, she just wanted minimal around the front of the face. So I'm just sliding that down and here is her reaction.
I hate colouring hair blue or any crazy bright vivid colour. Don't come at me, I'm just being honest, so I don't often do it. However, I really love doing this client's hair. When she first came to see me, she just had natural blonde highlights, so I had to bleach it all over. So now every 4 months, I just top up the roots. I use crazy colour, a mix of blue, turquoise and purple. You've got to be quite committed to this colour because it's very difficult to get out, but she's totally committed. She absolutely loves it. And do you know what I love? She told me this appointment that every single day she gets an amazing comment on her hair and it just brightens up her day. I love that.